Hey everyone, in this video, we're gonna learn how we can create a expense tracker app in MIT App Inventor. So here we go. I'm gonna use here the ai2.appinventor.mit.edu website. So let's open this. Now click on new project and my project name is expense tracker app. Okay. Now here's my app first screen. In the left side, you'll find a lot of components. So I'm going to use here the one layout, and that is called the vertical arrangement. Simple. And with this, width and height is fill parent like this. Okay. Now here, I need to add one text box. Okay. In the left side, you'll see the text box like this. I'm going to make that text box in a center like this. Okay. And one more thing I'm going to do this is like, I'm going to make that width is around, you can see that width is around going to be a 70%. Okay. And one more thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just copy and paste that. Okay. So I have the another box. So the first box for like adding the things like milk, pen, headphone, whatever the things you are buying. Okay. So you can add the item name here and here's the expense amount. Okay. So suppose I would put a milk like 30 INR or 30 USD. So I can put here, right? No, I'm going to just add here hint also. Okay, this is called a placeholder. Okay, so item like this, and in the another box, you can just say your amount like this. Now I need one button here. In the left side, you see the drawing of that button, and that button is you can just put it like expense tracker. Oh, sorry, expense, add expense something, add expense. Okay, that will be great. Cool. Now I'm gonna make that width is also 70%. Okay, and I'm gonna make that font bold, not italic, bold, and make it at least 18. Cool, amazing. Now I'm gonna do one thing is I need to add all these items, okay, in a list. So I'm gonna just drag and drop one list view. Fantastic. But I need my total expense also. Okay, so how we can do this? So total expense, I'm gonna do one thing is I'm gonna add a layout. Okay, and that layout is horizontal arrangement like this. I'm gonna make that with this fill parent, and I'm gonna add two labels here. Okay, first label is a text. Okay, and that text will be something like total expense. Okay, and I'm gonna make that font bold and make it font 18. And I'm gonna make the same copy paste, and the total expense is value is 0. I'm gonna make that font size at least 24 like this, and I'm gonna make port to the align center like this. So we have a design here. We have one text box that hint is like item, then amount and add expense, and total expense value is here. I'm gonna make that here some dot like this. Okay, cool. Now we have a total expense. Now we have a list also. Cool. So we have completed our the front part, but I need to do some design here. Okay. And one component I need to add, and that is called the TinyDB. Why we are using TinyDB? Because whenever I close my app, so the all the expenses, all the thing will go on. Okay. So we don't want this. We need to store that data. So how we can store it? So I'm going to use here the TinyDB. So in the left side, we'll see here the option of storage. You can see that TinyDB. So why we are not using the cloud DB here? The reason is that whenever I add my expense like milk 30 INR or 30 USD, so that is stored in the server and that accessible by any person. Like suppose I added the milk and another person installed the same app and he can see, oh, I haven't purchased the milk yet. So we don't want to make that as a global. We need to make this as in our app, right? So that's the reason we are using a TinyDB. Cool. So now let's go to the block section, but let's do the design. Okay. So I'm going to use here the color.co. Okay. It's spelling like COORLORS. Okay. And I'm going to just use here the start generation and just generate some amazing templates for the app. Cool. This one, like cool. So I'm going to make that dark pink as a background color of my app like this. Okay, background color custom like this, and wow, nice. For a button I'm gonna make that something lighter like this one. What do you think? Okay, Let's try this, or I'm going to change that also. Don't worry. So let's design this overall app like this. Okay. And for this, I'm going to make that to white. What do you think? Okay. Text color. So text color, I'm going to make it the white. Oh no, it's not look good at all. Let's make it darker something. Let me try to the big background color should be the darker and that one is a light. Okay, so yeah, add expense is cool. Now we have a list. So we have designed our app. Okay, now we have a TinyDB also. Now let's go to the block, and we all know that is our expense button. So what I'm gonna rename that button to the expense BTN. Okay, cool. Go to the block. You can see we have a BTN, expense BTN. Whenever someone click on this, we need to store that item. How we can store it? So for that, click on the TinyDB and we can see the store data. And the tag is our item name. Okay, so suppose the item name is text box one, this one. Okay, and value to store is text box 2. That's it, right? Now we have to store the data. Now how we can calculate it? Okay, because we need to calculate it also, right? So how we can do this? So it's simple. So whenever we store the data, we need to have a one global variable. Okay, that should fetch the previous value also. Okay, so variable here I'm using initialize global variable. Okay, and the variable name is total. Okay, and that value is, you can make it 0 for now. Yes. Now the whenever the screen will initialize. Okay, so when the screen will initialize, we need to check if there is any value stored in our DB. Okay, so how we can check it? So simple, TinyDB. Okay, so get the value. Okay, get the value. So when I use this, okay, so I can get a specific value. So which tag? So what I'll do here, I'm going to create one expense tag. Okay, or you can say I created a total tag. So total global variable, I'm going to use it as a tag. Okay, so don't worry, relax. So what is tag and the what is global total variable? So total is a global variable and the tag I'm using as a total to store my total value. Okay, so how we can do this? So it's very simple. Now what I need to do here, I'm gonna just do one thing first. As you can see here, this is my label 2. Okay, so in the label 2 set, you can see text box and get a value. So suppose I have stored the total tag, okay, and the value is suppose $400. So that will fetch the total value and display here. Okay, now I need to get it, right? So I need to store the value also. So how can I do this? What I'm going to do here, whenever this is in a slice, I need to set that first. If they stored the 0, so that will definitely is a 0. And I'm going to value if there is no tag, then store the 0. Okay. And the global variable set as total. Okay. So how we can do this? Label 2 set dot text like this. Okay. Or you can shuffle this thing also. You can store the data in that variable like this here. Okay, like this. Okay, and then get a value. Okay, get a value from the total. Cool. Now we have the value. Okay, now we need to store the value. So how we can do this? So whenever I add the expense button, click on the expense button, that value is stored, but I need to calculate the value also. So what I'll do, I'm gonna just variable here. Okay, so I'm gonna just use the maths, and the maths formula is +1 plus this one. So set total value. Okay, set total value, and that should be added. We need to get a current total value first, and then add that text box to dot text value. Suppose someone added the milk, okay, $30. So if there is a 0, then 0 plus 30 is a $30, and that's set as a total. Okay, and then we need to store that value in the TinyDB also. How we can do this? I'm going to call this. So we all know the tag I'm going to use as a total. Okay, total tag, total, and the value I need to store is total tag value. Got it? So we have completed this till now. So now I need to display the data in the list also. Okay, so it's very simple. List view we have, right? And now I need to display that. So set element, you can see the set element option here, this one, this view. And we can see the TinyDB, and you will see here the all tags. Okay, like this. Or not all tags, you can get a all entries. So that will get a name and the number called. Okay. Now, whenever someone click on the button expense, so we will fetch the entries and get it in the list view. And once we initialize or screen also, still I need that entry. Okay. So till now we have completed this. Now let's see how this will work till now. Okay. Let's see. So if there is anything miss, we'll add it. Okay. So let's try this. See, this is the App Inventor. That is the App Inventor emulator. So this will not look give you the fantastic design, because as you can see here we are creating this for the Android. So what I'll do here, one thing I can do, I need to just fix the design according to this tab or something, right? Oh, nice. This is our app. As you can see here, I told you that because we created that design for the Android app. Okay. So let me try to check Android device, this one. Oh, see how this look? This look fantastic, but in the web view, it's not look at good at all. So what I'll do here, instead of like, I'm gonna just add here one label, okay, to make it more perfect, okay? And I'm gonna just add here the height is around 2 or 3%, something like this. That's it. So that will look good, okay? So I'm gonna just make it the 2% height again here. And now you can see, oh, nice. Now you can see this text about width, height should be at least 5% for both. Okay, so once you make it 5% height, so that will look good. Nice, cool. So this is our app. Now let me just add the items here. You can see the item in the left side aligned. Okay, so what you can do here, in the text box 1, you will see at the right side that alignment of text should be in a center. And for a text box 2, I'm gonna make it in a center like this. Cool. So suppose I just for a milk, like milk is $10 and an expense. I can see the milk 10, total is 10. Okay. Now as you can see here, total expense is 0 instead. So there is some mistakes we have done. Okay, what's that mistake? Let's go to the block. You can see what we have done. We have added the set label to text value, but when the screen will initialize. But when I add here, I don't have that value here. So I'm going to just copy paste and add it here like this. Cool. Now let me just refresh it. I can see, right? So let me just try this, how this will work. Okay. Now the item is suppose the, okay, and $1,000 and expense. You can see the $1,000. Now suppose one again $2,000. I have just put a phone 50. Okay. And let's try this $3,000. Cool. Now let me just refresh it. Suppose I closed my app and reopen that app. And you can see the total expense is still 0, right? So that should be display the value, right? So how we can get it? So very simple. I need to call, you can see when a screen will initialize, that get a value of total tag. Okay, so what I'll do here, instead of total, I'm going to just add a tag value here, the total, like this, okay? And set that value in the label 2, right? Let me just refresh it. Fantastic, we have a 3,000. We already know that that's the expense, okay? So now you can add more, add a total item, and you have the all the expense here, including all the thing. And you will see the list, the milk, phone, iPhone 15, like this. Cool. So this is the overall app that we created, expense tracker. A lot of things you can do here. Let me just give you some suggestions. See, I added the milk here. If I will add the milk again, so that will replace my value because we are using the tag. So what you can do here, you can use here the time picker or date picker. So whenever someone click on the item, add item, so that will automatically add the time picker or date picker. You need to just add here, as you can see here, we have added the tag, text box too. So you can use the join function to include the date and time. So once I added the milk, so that will say that you bought a milk at the 15th of December at, the 3 p.m. because you can't buy the milk at the same time at the same date. So that will be unique always. So you can do this. Okay. So this is the overall app that we have created. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.